So in this video, I talked about how healing from your past hurts and trauma is very important and a necessary step before getting into a relationship. But healing is not just needed for healthy romantic relationships, but it's something that you need for everyday life and in all areas of your life, be it familial, professional, ministerial, social, and even academic, and many other spaces in your life. Hey God family, what is up? Welcome back. As y'all can see, today we'll be talking about healing. What healing is, why do we need to heal, why it's so important, how can you heal, how do you know you're healing? These are all the questions I'll be looking at and answering today. Also, if you haven't yet, please check out this video, go tell your story and help someone else heal. If you're new here, I'm Daughter. Welcome to Daughter Ministries. We're so very happy to have you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and join the GA family. Go check out my other videos, go like and follow my other social media pages, and don't forget to like and share this video. So what is healing? General definition, healing is restoration of health. It is being made physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally whole and well. In other words, healing is a process of dealing with our issues, fixing what's broken within us, filling up the empty spaces, and gaining back what we lost with help from God, making us whole, complete, and stable. When you read in the Bible, you see that healing was a big part of Jesus' ministry. And all throughout the Bible, you read stories about people being healed by God. He healed many people from different sicknesses, not just physical, but emotional, mental, and spiritual sicknesses as well. Healing is a necessary process in our lives, and it's so very important that we go through that process and that we heal in all areas, in all aspects of our lives. You know, healing is so heavily emphasized in the Bible, and it's so important that God even appointed a time in our lives for us to heal. In Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, it says that there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. And when you continue reading, there's a list of things that there's a time for. And when you read in verse 3, it says that there's a time to heal. There is a time to heal. It's so very important that we heal from whatever pain we've experienced in the past. As I mentioned, healing from your past hurts, pain, and trauma is not just about maintaining civil interactions within romantic relationships, but it's something that affects all areas of your life. It's something that affects you entirely and everything around you. Think of it as your body, for example. In my body, I have different organs that work together to keep me alive. But now if my heart decides to get sick, it doesn't just only affect my heart, but it affects all the other organs within my body. And it works the same with hurt, pain, and trauma. And this is one reason why we need to heal. Because if you've experienced pain, hurts, and trauma, and you don't deal with it, it stays inside of you and it lingers there. And it affects the way that you live. It affects the way you respond to people. It affects the way that you interact with other people. And it affects the way that you carry yourself out in public. It affects everything that you do. It affects your behavior, your thought patterns, the things that you say, every aspect of your life. That's what it affects. That's why it's so very important for us to heal. Because when you keep your hurt and your pain bottled up, it finds ways to manifest in other areas of your life. Another reason why it's so important for us to heal is because the enemy uses that pain, that hurt, and that trauma against us. He uses it to hold us back. He uses it to keep us from moving forward and keep us from moving closer to God, keep us from our purpose, keep us from what God has for us, so that it stops you from moving forward and it stops you from getting stronger. You know, he uses that pain, that hurts, and that trauma as a distraction so that you're not capable of stepping into your purpose. In terms of how we can go about healing, let me start off by saying that how you heal and how long you heal is subjective to you and is subjected to what works to you. Your healing process is personal to you, meaning that what works for someone else might not work for you. How you heal may not be the same as the person next to you. As much as the healing process is personal to you, there are ways, there are methods, and there are methods that work for every single person, and that's prayer and reading the Bible. It's why it's so very important, and why I've emphasized this so very many times. Praying and reading the Bible is the major step towards every single thing in your life. Reading the Bible has the potential to change your whole life and change your perspective, change your view of things, change your understanding of things, change your understanding of yourself as well. So it's very important that that's where you start off. You start off with praying, and you start off with reading the Bible. With reading the Bible, it's just a matter of looking at the verses, speaking them into your life. Like Isaiah 53 verse 5, repeat it to yourself. By his stripes I'm healed, by his stripes I'm healed, by his stripes I'm healed. Because we already have healing. It's just up to us to actually receive that healing. So speak the word into your life. Speak the word into your life. Speak the word into your life. And pray over your life, and pray over that word that you read as well. Another step towards healing that you can take is another important one as well, and I feel like this is something we need to do as well, is acknowledging that you're hurt. Acknowledge that you're in pain. Acknowledge that you're suffering from trauma. Acknowledge the issue and understand that admitting that you're hurting doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't make you vulnerable. It doesn't. But it's a stepping stone towards getting stronger. Not dealing with your issues does not make you strong. It makes you weak. It makes you weak. So acknowledge the fact that I've experienced this. I'm feeling like this. Understand your pain. Understand your hurt. Understand your trauma. And then once you acknowledge it, once you understand it, let it out and talk about it. Let it out and talk about it. A big mistake that a lot of people make in terms of when they go through certain experiences that hurt them and that leave them in pain is that they feel like, if I keep it to myself, it'll be better. If I keep it to myself, don't let other people know and stuff like that. Keeping it to yourself is very dangerous. Not like keeping it to yourself, but keeping it locked up and not dealing with it is very, very dangerous. So let it out and talk about it. I know that it may seem easier for you to keep it to yourself, but saying it out loud and actually talking about it lifts the weight off of your shoulder and alleviates you of that pain. Try it. Just talk about it. Just say it out loud and see how you feel afterwards. It's very important that we heal and we deal with our pain. It's very, very important. When you don't heal and you don't deal with your emotions and you don't deal with that hurt and that pain, it's kind of like when you're sweeping in your house, and instead of getting a dustpan to sweep up the dirt and go throw it in the bin, you decide to sweep it underneath the carpet. But brushing that hurt underneath the carpet doesn't make it disappear. It just makes it accumulate. It makes it more and more. You're just constantly collecting more and more dust underneath that carpet, making a bigger and a bigger mess. So whatever works for you, do that. Whatever method of talking about it you want to do that. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. Another way of healing that you guys can do, another step towards healing, is forgive. Either forgive the person who hurt you or forgive yourself. I know that a lot of people blame themselves for being in the position to be hurt. Learn to forgive yourself and forgive that other person as well.